This is The Bottom Line. The Bottom Line on 938 Live.
Now, Singapore has consistently been ranked the top meetings, incentives, conferencing and exhibitions or MICE destination in recent years. Last year, we hosted nearly 1,000 meetings, more than twice the 440 held by second-placed Brussels. While experts say we should maintain our lead, the city should also watch out for the competition. Travis Teo finds out more.
The business travel and MICE industry accounted for about 25% of total tourism receipts last year. The Singapore Tourism Board says that translates to $5.5 billion, which is similar to previous years. STB's Assistant Chief Executive, Nita Lachmandas, says she's optimistic about growth in the business travel and MICE or BT MICE industry this year.
Yes, we are expecting it to be in the same range. But I think what is also interesting for us in the area of business travel and MICE is that BT MICE visitors spend on an average about 2 times more than a leisure visitor. So that would make a BT MICE visitor to Singapore extremely important.
And this is why more should be done, says Deborah Sexton. She's the Chief Executive of the Professional Convention Management Association.
Singapore, in many regards, can be the gateway to Asia. If Singapore does want to be the gateway, then they've got to establish strongholds in some of those other countries that are within the Asia-Pacific marketplace, so that when an organization comes and says, we're interested in drawing the maximum number of people, how can you help us get contacts in Korea, in China, or in Japan, wherever that may happen to be? If Singapore is serious about that, then they need to be able to provide some of that assistance.
She adds that competition for MICE events is heating up.
For Singapore, it isn't just about Asia-Pacific, because many organizations can go to any number of regions around the world.
To stay ahead, STB says there's a need to enhance the capabilities of the people in the industry and to augment the Singapore experience. One way, says Ms. Lachmandas, is through the stomach.
To me, food is an incredible part of the Singapore experience. And we realize that when people come here, their senses are completely assailed by the enormous amount of options that they have. And unfortunately, when you're in a meeting venue, you are in a locale, you can't really go around. But what we can do is we can bring that experience of Singapore dining to the exhibition space a lot more.
Another is through specific business tours. For example, visits to medical suites for medical convention delegates. Still, some potential event organizers might be put off by the cost factor. Director of Meetings and Events for RIMS, Stuart Ruff, is exploring the option of holding an event here.
Singapore is interesting. It offers a very high-end, very nice hotel product, which, if you're attending on a budget, can somewhat be of frankly, a negative, because we tend to look for cities that will offer a budget hotel product as well, or higher-end budget hotels. But the hotels and the convention center here, they're more expensive than we would like to see.
Although cost is a common complaint, STB says it's about the value that the Republic brings to the organizers and delegates, including the accessibility, safety, and efficiency of the Singapore experience.